Welcome to the Web Design Basics lesson. In this lesson, we will discuss techniques and guidelines to creating a well-designed website. There are many great websites out there, and there is no one correct layout or design, but there are certain things that make a website more appealing and functional. I've categorized these design elements into 5 areas: page layout, navigation, colors and graphics, content presentation, and multimedia. We will look at specific things in each of these areas. Throughout the course, we will revisit some of these design practices along with other items that will help make your site become more accessible and functional. There are a few things to consider when designing the layout of your site. First, the home page. This is the first thing your visitors see. Statistics show that pages that take longer than a few seconds to load are clicked away from, meaning that your site should load quickly if you want visitors to stay. Also, visitors should be able to see your entire home page without scrolling. Some vertical scrolling is okay, but users should never have to scroll horizontally. Your home page should be eye-catching and appealing, and clearly communicate the purpose of your site. The purpose of your site can be communicated by your logo, title, and tagline. Your logo will most likely be a graphic. McFarland Photography is an excellent example of a logo. A tagline is a brief sentence summarizing the purpose of your site. The tagline should be 4 to 6 words. Walmart's tagline is "Save money, live better." The next thing to consider when designing your site is your navigation. The navigation should be simple and easy to understand. We will discuss more about navigation in a few minutes. One of the misconceptions of new designers is that you need to fill up every available space on your page. In all actuality, empty space is a good thing. Spacing makes things clearer and cleaner looking. When designing your site, consider your line spacing, padding, and white space. The space between your lines of text affect how readable your text is. If your lines are too close together, it makes it difficult for your eyes to follow a line. Too much space can cause visitors to get lost. Padding is the space between elements on your page. This could be graphics, multimedia, tables, or text. A little space between elements helps for readability and the overall appearance of your site. White space is just a term that refers to empty space on a page. It does not have to be white. White space on a site will help give it balance, proportion, and contrast. Advertisers are very good at using white space. To get a better feel for using white space, pay attention to magazine ads and how they use empty space. Lastly, the big umbrella concept is consistency. The layout of your site should be consistent on all pages. It gives your site a professional, organized, and appealing look. The navigation of your site should be simple, consistent, and easy to understand. If your navigation is confusing or does not get users where they think they are going or to where they want to go, they will get frustrated and leave. Navigation should be in an obvious place in your layout. Don't hide it in images or obscure places. It should look like it is a navigation element of your page. Use descriptive labels for your navigation. You should also provide alternate routes to navigate your site. Some of these could include breadcrumb trails, site maps, and footer links. Lastly, you should make sure that you have no broken links. When deciding on the color and theme of your site, you should try to use colors that complement each other and are appealing to the eye. Avoid using bold colors that are hard on the eyes. Also, avoid mixing light text colors with light background colors. Be consistent with the color themes you use throughout your site. When adding graphics to your page, remember that they should have a purpose. The purpose could be to communicate something or to just enhance your site. It is also important to make sure that all of your graphics have alternate text. This will help screen readers and others that are unable to view the image. Optimizing your graphics will help with download times. You will learn how to optimize and add alternate text to your graphics in Unit 5 of this course. Content presentation refers to how you present the meat of your site. Once again, the key word is consistency. You should present your information in a consistent manner. When considering how you will present your text, you should consider your font size, style, and color. You will want to use fonts that are common on most computers, such as Arial and Times New Roman. Be consistent with your text colors. Make sure that users know which text is a link and which is just text. Avoid using words like "click here." As discussed earlier, consider your spacing between lines of text. Also, it is best to keep a consistent alignment throughout your site. I prefer to not full justify my text, as this causes some words to be spaced far apart in the middle of a sentence. The main thing is consistent, readable content. Multimedia elements can bring a lot to your site and communicate in a powerful way to your users. But multimedia can also distract from the overall look and purpose of your site. When dealing with multimedia, it is important that you add it when it serves a purpose. If you include multimedia in your site, you should provide captions or text-only versions for screen readers or those that do not have the ability to view the content. Multimedia should download rather quickly or have a preloader or download time available. Always provide a link to the plugin users may need to download in order to view your multimedia element. Remember, this is just a basic overview of good web design practices. There are all sorts of other opinions and information out there on the topic. I have just tried to cover the basics.